question, that'd be great. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Pep. One of your old adversaries is back in the Premier League in Jose Mourinho. I just wondered, what do you think he'll bring back to the Premier League at Tottenham?
I think you know him better than me. He was many years here in different clubs. So welcome back, and he's an incredible manager. I'm pretty sure he will do a good job.
Were you surprised at the decision that Tottenham made to part company with Mauricio Pochettino this week?
A little, yeah. So Mauricio has done an incredible job. So all the managers are judged for the titles you win, but it's not the truth. At the end, it's the job you have done, and in this time we was there, I think the club was better. Always the manager, when they leave, is to know if the club or the team is better than the moment you took over these players or this club, and I think it happened. So, but you know, the decisions are made, and nothing else to say.
This week is the first time you've had the opportunity to speak to Raheem Sterling since the altercation with Joe Gomez while on England duty. Can you tell us how he is after what happened?
Yeah, good. Good. I spoke with him, he's fine, and he says Joel is an excellent guy, and they have a good relation. Sometimes happen.
We saw it for a long time in Spain, didn't we, when Barcelona and Real Madrid players went away to international duty, and they sometimes club rivalries kind of followed them there. Was it just timing that was the problem here in terms of the ferocity of the game being so close to them meeting up?
I don't think so. No comparing.
And just finally from me, it's the first game we've spoken to you since Bernardo Silva's punishment, and of course he's missing for the game tomorrow. I mean, it's obviously a big loss for your team, but publicly you were very much in defence of him. I just wondered if you could explain why you decided not to appeal that FA punishment. Well,
in that situation, the less important thing is the fact we are going to miss him. We are going to miss him, but it's the less important. He has been accused for something he's not. So, if they want pick up someone to show, something, it was the right person. So, he will be careful to use the social media. But if this can help to do a better society, okay. I'm pretty sure Bernardo accepts this punishment. But he's not, like he's been accused.
Pep, Mandy from Premier League. Sorry. How have Chelsea changed as a side under Frank Lampard, in your opinion?
Well, I think Chelsea in the last, more than many years, always have been an incredible top team. So, but from the beginning, his team played really good. Because he was consistent in his ideas, the results is back, or the results are there. So, and happy for him, because I don't know him quite well, but a little bit, and have some info because he was here. He's an excellent person, and I think for English football it's so nice that young English managers, take over the clubs and important clubs and doing well. And playing in the way they play, I think it's perfect for the English football. It's the best way to get him better, for the national team, for the club itself. So, yeah, good.
I know you always say there's a long way to go in the title race. As it stands just now, looking at the table, are there 4 contenders for the title this season?
Well, a few weeks ago, we were just 2 contenders, and the rest was not possible, and now we are 4. So maybe we're 6 in a few days. So it's in November, so long time to play and try to focus on the next one.
Pep, Simon Stone, BBC. Do you see comparisons between your arrival in management at Barcelona and Frank Lampard's? We don't have teams at major sides playing in leagues lower than the Premier League, so he went to Derby, had 1 season there. You had 1 season with Barcelona B, and then have gone straight into one of the big jobs. Do you see comparison?
Well, yeah, in that terms could be quite similar. I started in Barcelona Academy for division, and he was not in the second team from Chelsea. But But in that terms, we could say yes a little bit, but it's too early. So he was manager 1 year and a half, 1 year and a half, and I am a little bit longer, him a little longer because I am a little older than him. But he has all his future in his hands.
But I just wondered, from your own experience, what difficulties he may have managing a club that he's so associated with at such a young age.
Well, from my experience doesn't count much for the fact what it happened to you, or one time it was good, maybe for the other side it's not good. But I would say that when you know the club is a good advantage. I think Frank Lampard knows perfectly Chelsea and everything behind the scenes, everything, the media and the relation, the fans, spectators, even players, so that is good. And for the fact when I arrived, not many people trust me. Honestly, it was, but few people. I would say, but maybe the president, the sport director, not much, not many. And maybe Frank was maybe quite similar. No, as derby in a big club, and will be difficult. In the beginning, he didn't take results, and the people say, he has not experience. And look now. So I think a start when nobody trusts you, it's perfect. Every game you win, you cannot lose more. The problem is when you defend titles and defend, what you have done in your career, and never it's enough. Always is, it's not enough. So in case from Frank, or when I came, when it's happened, when say nobody trusts you, said, it's perfect. Ideal situation. As we're going to win the confidence of our players. In some games, we're going to turn down, to turn this opinion for the people. I think with the young managers take over a good big club, it's normal that people, have doubts. But you are clear what you want to do, and of course, the big clubs, you have incredible top players. So it's easier to do a good job in Chelsea than another club. It's easier to do a good job in Barcelona period than in another club, because you have incredible players, and that's why if you work a lot and you have patience, the results coming, and success can be open for you.
Pep, just on that, when you talk about better players at the bigger clubs, but with Chelsea's transfer situation, he's had to just deal with the players that he inherited, and he's promoted lots of young players.
Yep.
Has that maybe eased the pressure on him coming into that job, do you feel?
Well, I think that situation maybe helped, to use these players for you don't have another option. But I think Chelsea is the club in England. He invested a lot in the young players for the last decade, with incredible good talents all around Europe, with Frank Arneson, with now with the club. So the talent was there, but also you need, the space, basically the space. We get Loftus-Cheek or now Abraham, of Mason Mount, or Pulisic, they bought it, but for the players they have, so the quality was there because they invest. They insist. They were focused to buy young talent and loan them, or promote them. And at the end, for the needs, at the end they are there, and they are doing well because the quality is there.
Just final. After the international break you just had, what shape has the squad in? Any new injuries? Any new situations from those players coming back?
Our players?
Yes, City.
No, the same situation. The players who finish fit against Liverpool, they are fit. The injured are still injured 2 or 3 more months. So we wait.
Hi, Pep. Andy Hampson from PA. Is Edison back this weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he trained in the last 2 or 3 days without pain. So.
And can you update us all on Leroy Sané and Emerick Laporte? There's been some reports that
injured 2 or 3 months.
Progressing well.
Still injured 2 or 3 more months.
Okay, guys, run an embargo, please. 10:30 on Friday.
Hi, Pep. I'm Jerry Jacks from The Guardian. You're 9 points behind. Are you surprised at that sort of margin of gap? After 12 games, 13 games this season, are you surprised by this?
No.
I'm sorry?
No.
Why not?
Because we have 9 points behind. I saw the table, it said 9 points behind.
But Why are you, though? What's the reasons?
Well, one team won all the games except one draw. Basically, is that reason. The second one is we missed some games we didn't expect it. It's normal happen in the earliest stage of the season after back-to-back. We didn't make back-to-back, that would not happen. And but the football that we have is still there.
I think when you lost a couple last December, or certainly in December when you lost 2 or 3 games, you talked to the team and said, look, we can go either way here. We can either really try and claw this back or not give up, but So have you said the same to them this time? This is a similar moment, we have to go again?
We don't have a joker in our pocket, not much, So 9 points against this team. Liverpool is, I know, but I know for all around the world the league is gone, is done. It's done. The Premier League is done. So if it's happened, we'll try next season. So I'm pretty sure if they want me, I will be there. And with my players, we will be there. But we have 2 options, give up or don't give up. And it depends on our mind. And I don't think the way we played, especially in Anfield, especially in the games we played lately, we are not going to give up. We are not going to win, maybe, but we are not going to give up.
Hi, Pep.
Yeah.
I think one of the extraordinary things about your previous 2 title wins is that you were able to get that points tally despite missing some key players for long periods of the season, and lots of teams will probably just be unable to do that. Do you feel it's a bit different though this year? Do you feel with like the loss of Laporte and the loss of Sane and the loss of other players like Edison at bad times, how much greater a challenge is it going to be for you to be able to bridge that gap to a team who are sort of setting a pace which you have done previously?
I would like to know the answer. It was easy for me to say we miss Laporte and Leroy and the other ones. That's why it's a 9 points gap. Will be poor analysts to get through or to improve as a team. I think during the season this kind of situation has happened. I know there are positions you have alternative and other position is less alternative, but will be poor and will be not proper for our players try to do their best to do that. In the other side, we have to find a solution. So the situation, we knew it from already a long time ago. And honestly, I don't know is the reason why. So I don't think so, honestly. The big clubs always overcome the situations. And I think the way we played last game, for example, in Anfield, with the problems that we had in some departments and players playing different positions, and it was our best performance there. So, and that is what I want on my team. So I cannot assure from the day one I sit here and going to win titles. I'm going to assure there. I want to see the team, the player behave like we behaved the last 3 seasons, even the first season.
The fact that they've been able to win and win so often despite problems in the past proves to you and the players that you can do it. You have risen to that challenge.
The most important thing is being that knowing that we can do it. So, and we knew it from after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or half an hour after 90 minutes. If we play to do it again, and we did it, and we do it, and we will do it. But the opponents are good too. And when few months ago the people say you can do better, you are a perfect team, and I said all the time, nope, because the football it depends of the balance of the team is so flexible. Is wow, be careful, and you have to be always the warnings. And I think I had the feeling we were not far away the way we played the last seasons, but have a team like almost unstoppable in an incredible top form, the quality for anything. I said before the press conference against them how good they are. They are the champion from Europe. We play against them, we knew it, but I think we're in November, so. And I also my sport when we won, okay, I'm happy, but not happy lose my mind or my control to say what is the reality. And also in that position, we are not able to win or say, we're going to try next season. So in life, in our personal life, sports, not everything is perfect, not everything you win, not everything you have success. It's how you approach that, or how you compete, or how you approach your life, personal life in the situations. And honestly, I need to live these kind of situations. I need to prove myself, and our players have to prove themselves. Why not? Why we are not fight again and try to improve and do it? Will not be enough. We will sit with the board and say, okay, Pep, you are not good enough. We have to change. Or Pep, we trust you, and with with players that try it again, and we will try to do it better next season. That is the only way I know. For my career as a football player and manager, the only way to get better to go through. So I never thought we were not unstoppable, and we never thought, oh, how good we are. We were incredible. I think we are. And the target is try to continue to be like this.
Hi, Pep. You say you didn't think that you were unstoppable, but I think a lot of people did think you were unstoppable based on the past 2 seasons. So why was it that you didn't think that?
Because I see things that you are not able to see.
Like?
Every training session at 11 o'clock. I'm there, you are not. And I'm in the locker room, I'm there, you are not. In the games, I have a plan. You don't know the plan. And sometimes you have a plan and it works and you don't win. Sometimes you have a plan, it was a disaster, you win, and you say it's good because you win, and it's not good because you don't win. So sometimes we have, in every game, it depends on the opponents, it depends on our quality of our players. I decide to play, you have a strategy. Sometimes works, sometimes not. That is I have the info, more info than anyone. Okay, the players has the same info like I have to do what we have to do. That is the only reason.
What have these past 2 weeks been like for you when you've got a break after losing a game like that, such an important game? Can you easily get over it? Are you glad of the break? Or
it was worst against Wolves. This international break before was worst because the team was, wow, we didn't prepare well. I didn't prepare well with the team. I'm going to play good. Against Liverpool was completely different. It was a pity. But, okay, it's a top-class team, and what we can do to improve, relax a few days, and after I have more time to see Chelsea, and start to see Chelsea, Shakhtar, and next games.
And there's been the suggestion that maybe this season is like your last season at Barcelona. Maybe you're feeling the pressure more than you felt before. What would you say to that?
Well, last season in Barcelona, we won 4 titles. I'm sorry. So it was not bad. So, of course, we won the league, and as always, I didn't win the Champions League, but it was good. And we played the best football. I played in Barcelona, it was the last season, because we know each other. It was my feeling. So if the people say if I want to stay, I want to stay. So I don't have any reasons to move from here. I'm incredibly satisfied to work with this club, with this place, and I want to help. If the people believe I'm going to resign, or I'm going to be sad for these results and 9 points behind, the people don't know me. So I like this challenge. I love to be in that positions. And I want to, if the club wants, next season I want to be here, 100%. I want to live in this city because I know lovely people here, and I want to work and live with them, and I want to be here. So if they decide, because the results now getting worse and worse and worse, they are going to just take a decision. That's normal. It's not because I am friend from Chiqui, I'm going to stay the rest of my life. I'm here sitting because I win. If I don't win, I am in trouble. I know that. But I'm incredibly satisfied to work in this city and this club, and I want to help this club to get better. I still enjoy and work with these players a lot, and I would like to stay longer. I would like to stay longer. If the club wants, I will stay.
Hi, Pep. You were talking there about you see the players every day, and that's why you know certain things or think certain things. Between now and the start of January, there's a lot of difficult games, and obviously at the end of last season, you won every one. Are you still confident? Do you still see the squad capable of going on a big run like that?
If you ask me this question after Newcastle last season, when we lost 1-0, and asked me, are going to win 14 games to win the Champions? I would say no. I would say, first, I don't know. I know to be until the end, we have to make an incredible run of games. If don't, no chance, we know it. But I think it will be a big mistake if we think about you have to review the schedule, this game, another one. It's better to stop and say, okay, Chelsea tomorrow, and after good dinner after the game, and prepare Shakhtar. So I don't know. I would like to say, yeah, we're going to win 20 games in a row, we're going to win the Premier League again. So I cannot assure you.
And just similar to what James was saying about, people suggesting this might be your last year, people suggesting, you're not happy around here.
Why people should think I'm not happy here?
This is why I'm asking. I thought a lot of people have that opinion.
Because
what's your view?
we lose in Anfield, or I lose 3 games in the season. That is enough reason to say I'm not satisfied or happy to be here. So the reality, the real situation is 190 points in 2 seasons. That is the exception. The exception is go to Anfield and maybe lose, But how? How we lose in Anfield? The first season I went there when we didn't one shoot on target, or one shoot, no on target, and shoot. Or last game we made 18 and more corners and everything more. So in the most difficult stadium in the world right now, and the incredible opponent. So that is when I want my team today, tomorrow, after tomorrow. That is my job to do. The moment I will leave is when I feel my team don't follow to play in Anfield the way we played. That moment I said, wow, I miss my team. And after we called my boss, I said, oh guys, maybe you have to sit and think about it. I don't have that feeling. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you speak with the players and say completely the opposite. I don't know. But I don't have that feeling. I don't have that feeling. Like I don't have that feeling, I want to be here. So and fight with them. Not enough. Next season will be better.
Hi Pep. You've had big leads in title races before in your career at different clubs, and of course the second season here. What's the biggest problem? Obviously Liverpool have a 9-point lead over you, 8-point lead over Leicester. What's the biggest difficulty when you have a big lead, the biggest pressure you have when you hold that kind of lead over the rest of the league?
So the pressure to lead what we have done in the past?
No, the pressure of facing Liverpool now, the 8 points ahead.
Don't think about you have to chase them.
But what's the biggest pressure they face? Because you've had big leads in the past, and you've closed out titles, you've won titles.
No, I said I prefer to play against my rival 6 points up front at home than play 6 points behind. I prefer to play next game 9 points in front ahead than 9 points behind. So we have more pressure than them. They can lose 1, 2, 3, 4 games and still they are leading. So I prefer his position, their position, the Leicester or Chelsea, than our position. We are 4th. So there are 3 teams. There are more chances to win the Premier League than us. But we are in November, and we'll see tomorrow how we behave. And that is the target, of course, the tactic ways, the players that come back. So at the end, that is what it is.
But is it a different kind of pressure when you've got a big lead over the rest of the teams?
I think it's better when you are 9 points, because you are playing knowing that if you lose, still you have. They'll miss. I think they lost 1 game last 50. I don't know 50.
51. Yeah.
51.
I think so. Yeah.
51. So we have this honor. Sorry. So it's a top of the club. But only we can do is I never play a game thinking what they are doing the other one. So I have a lot of things to think and about our team, my team, to what we can do to help them.
Hi, Pep. In your experience, is it a sign of a kind of a great team how they respond in times of adversity when they are, when the back's against the wall, when they have to kind of...
But I don't have any doubt about that. 0. With these players, 0. Because we did it. And when we did it, we can do it again. And if we don't have this desire, I have to realize which guys don't have this desire to change it, to put the other ones that have to desire. But we did it. We cannot do what we have done in the last seasons. Even the first one, when we lose against Monaco and we qualify for the Champions League, and we draw 2-3 days last season against Tottenham, what happened, and knowing that we did it many times. So it's not. I think maybe I'm wrong. Maybe even I see them every day in the training session. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't have that feeling that they don't want. But sometimes in football, in sport, never is eternal. Never you win always. In basketball, NBA happen every season, so it's not happen. It's part of it's normality. I don't think that people say, it's bad, it's gone, it's over. So for the people, for the pundit, for the old manager, for everything, it's over. Why should I think in November it's over? When it's over, and we congratulate the new champion. Still, we are the champion. Until May, we are the champion. We want to defend that moment until the end, playing our games the way we played, I think, even this season. But will not be enough. There are many times in the history that you are incredible, but this one is better than you. And that you have to stand up and congratulate them. So it's good for football. English football have a team like Liverpool or ourselves or Chelsea right now. It's good because the football is so attractive. I see Liverpool, Chelsea this week, and I enjoy watching them. I watch my opponents, and I like to enjoy them, and I like it. I enjoy watching Liverpool in the past to prepare the game. So I think it's good for the football to find this type of managers and this type of teams to play in this type of way, because I think the people cannot deny the last game against Anfield was good. For not just for Jurgen was better than me, of course, but I think for everyone was good, you know, and that is what we have to try, is how you behave. Always I analyze the intentions and what we try to do. And that's all. That's all.
Cheers, guys.